Alright, well, here it goes. We're gonna be playing through a Pauper League today. We're gonna be playing Blue Black Reanimator. This particular list is one from a Pauper challenge about a year ago by Kung Fu Trees. So I'll have that link posted in the chat, and I'll also post it in the description of the YouTube video. I'm going to do a quick little intro to the deck here. So we got lots of big bad 5/5s here. Gurmag Anglers, which you can get out pretty fast by filling up your graveyard. Or Striped Riverwinders, which you can get in the graveyard easily by cycling them. And those are our main Exhume targets here. They're tough to get rid of because of that hex proof. And we also got a Sultai Scavenger to extend our reach a little bit, some Gushes and cantrip type spells down here to help us find our combo pieces. Thought Scour and Mental Note are especially good in this deck because it gets things into our graveyard, and also can be a great way to get rid of cards you put back on top of your library with the Brainstorm. We also got a little bit of counter magic to help our combo get through nice and easy. And we have a one of Nihil Spellbomb to exile opponent's graveyard if we need to. It especially comes in handy if you need to exhume something but you don't want your opponent to get something back from their graveyard. Rush of Vitality can be good in tricky combat situations, or sometimes you're going to end up in a situation where an opponent is going to like double or triple block your Angler or Riverwinder, so this is a great way to blow out your opponent. And in the sideboard real quick we have some anti-control type stuff, Dispel, Deep Analysis. We have some more Graveyard Hate in case we need it. Stormbound Geists are good against Chainer's Edict and stuff like that. We have one of Aura Flux for Bogles or other enchantment-based decks. And we have some Spontaneous Mutations and one of Vampiric Link to sort of get rid of creatures without, or at least nullify creatures without putting them in the graveyard, which makes our exhumes a little bit better. I also put an Echoing Truth here, which I don't think is in the original deck list, but it's come in handy a couple times. And also Fangren Marauder for the affinity matchup. But let's get started. So I played a little bit of this deck. I think I played one league with it and lots of casual matches. And it's not, I mean, it's definitely not like tier 1 or anything, but it can be a lot of fun. I really like it. And it can be pretty strong if you draw the right sort of cards. So we'll see how this goes. Whoa, we got a fat chat. Okay, we're gonna shrink that down. Yes, we would like to play first. So they're gonna give me a tricky hand already, huh? Well, we do have a Brainstorm and Thought Scour to help us find some lands. We have both our colors here, and we might be able to get an early Gurmag Angler, so I think I'm going to keep it. Like I said, I'm no expert at this deck, so I could be making a misplay there, but we'll see how things go. We are on the play. Dismal Backwater. Our opponent did go down to 6 cards. Ooh. So that should be a point in our favor. Let's see what we're up against. Swamp. Okay, so it could be like mono black control or something like that. I think I'm just going to Brainstorm here, try and find a land. Are there any cards we... Oh, cool. So we got an Exhume and some lands. think we want to get rid of Exhum's not really good yet, but it could be good if we happen to draw into a Striped Riverwinder. I'll put back this Vapor Snag, since if this is mono black control, Vapor Snag isn't quite as good. They have a lot of enter the battlefield type stuff. And maybe the Exhume. We'll hit that. Wait, what'd I click? I thought I clicked on the Exhume. It's bizarre. I actually have no idea. Vapor Snag and oh well. Oh well, that's strange. We'll put down an island. Maybe we'll Thought Scour sometime here. Did I not click on Exhume? I have to watch the playback for that. Baron Moore, okay. Still could be mono black control. I think we will Thought Scour, fill up the graveyard. Okay. So. Oh yeah, and I do have an upkeep stop set for this deck because sometimes it's useful to Thought Scour yourself on upkeep or something like that. We have 4 cards in graveyard. So if we play this Swamp, we can just run out an Angler. Ooh, we got someone in the chat. You brainstorm at upkeep, then draw your Exhume. You should put Gurmag on top. That's Ah, I see. Okay, that's an interesting line. You Thought Scour yourself, get the Angler in the graveyard, and then Exhume the Angler. I know. I think I get too greedy with the Exhumes and want to save them for the Riverwinders, but that's not always the best play. I'm in a mental note. Yeah, I got rid of 2 Dismal Backwaters, okay. Draw for the turn. Get in for 5 Reno. We're gonna take it. And I think I will Ponder here. Delver, Vapor Snag, and Dispel. I don't think I want those. Hey, we drew an island, okay. We'll play an island and pass the turn. We can Thought Scour ourselves, end of turn. Maybe hit something for this Exhume. Ooh, they're gonna become the Monarch, huh? Oh, so they're gonna be drawing some cards, which is never much fun for us. Okay, I know I said I was going to Thought Scour at the end of the turn there, but I didn't. We did hit an Angler, though. That's not bad. I think I can Gush here. We'll wait till the next. I'm going to get in for 5. They might trade. And we might be able to Gush or something. I mean, there's also the line of gushing before combat. And then I can maybe... Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so I am gonna Gush here. Play a land. And maybe just Delver Angler hold up counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have counterspell up, keep the counterspell up, and gush as an instant when you play counterspell. That's actually a pretty good idea. Not bad. I've actually never used gush that way, but I know that there's that meme with gush, how it's there's a whole book written about it. So I do have a lot to learn. Okay, they are gonna... Wow, I'm throwing. I should have counterspelled that. Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed with all the talking and the playing. It's all a learning process for me. I'm still new to streaming. Hopefully that doesn't cost us too bad, although Angler is pretty far out of Pestilence Reign unless the opponent wants to nuke their own board as well. And it doesn't feel good to draw all 3 of these Exhumes. Make him chump block here. Thanks, Afro, for checking in and giving me some advice. Have a good night. Okay. Okay. It would be nice to draw a Niall's Spell Bomb or something along those lines to clear out their graveyard. I mean, if I get a Gurmag Angler back with the Exhume, then they can just get the Thorn back and trade with the Angler, so they basically just cancel out. I don't know if there's any use to that. Chittering Rats, huh? I think I might counter this because I want to be able to get in. I mean, he probably has another spell, but if I can have a chance of getting in with the Gurmag Angler, just steal the Monarchy. Okay, so they're gonna oubliette me. That's cool, that's cool. They lose their Pestilence. Not bad. They are drawing a card. Ponder is not a bad draw. Elend, Brainstorm, Riverwinder. I think I'm gonna shuffle because those Exhumes don't seem very good. We'll just leave Counterspell up. Really want to find our Graveyard Hate here, if we can. Okay, they're gonna cycle a Baron Moor. Quambage Witches, huh? I guess I'll let that resolve. Maybe a 3-drop here. Angler. We shall counter that, and they exiled their graveyard for us. Although now they have a Angler in their graveyard. Okay, so they're going to draw a card off the Monarch. Really don't want to hit all 3 of these Exhumes, huh? I don't know, I've never really been in this situation with this deck. I'm not sure what... I don't like doing nothing every turn. But I feel like I'm just mean, we'll both get back an angler and then we'll just trade, and then what's the point of the Exhume? But if we do hit like a brainstorm or something, I guess that's something we can potentially get rid of by putting on top of our library. So there's a small upside to keeping them in our hand. Phyrexian Rager. Yep, they're building up that devotion to black. I'm gonna start drowning under their card advantage here. Oh, we do hit a brainstorm. We'll fire that bad boy off. Okay, Rush of Vitality does make Exhume better. Don't really have anything to shuffle away these cards. But we can actually get 2 Exhumes off while the opponent only has 1 card in the graveyard, so we'll go for it. I wonder if it's worth getting back Delver, because we know it'll flip off that other Exhume next turn, and then we can steal the Monarchy. Oh, but they're just gonna blow it up with their witches, huh? So we will get back the other angler. Fight through it that way. This deck really shines when you can get out your 5/5s pretty early on and start getting in there, but I always have trouble when I end up in a stalemate kind of situation. Okay, so I'll put, I don't know, Rush of Vitality on top, sure. Grey Merchant. It's gonna take a nice little chunk out of us. Now, if we get in for 10, they might not even block, but I think they will want to protect the Monarchy. They could get us back for a lot of damage, but we can gain 6 life here, and we have another angler. So I think I am just gonna try and thin out their board a bit with a big attack, and hope that we can draw into some more things to help us survive. Get in for 10. We want to get rid of the Hexproof. But I'm going to cast a Rush of Vitality on that to survive the combat. Gain some life. They're going to deal 1 damage to us, so we'll do 1 damage to them. They can get in for like 5 next turn. I'm going to exile some things, play an angler, pass the turn. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. So they could have a lot of scary stuff, a lot of spooky things to ruin our day. Chainer's Edict. Get rid of an angler. They can flash it back right now as well, that kind of sucks. A lot of mana. We know we're drawing an Exhume next turn, so that's not super great either. Yeah, that awkward 3 Exhume draw is pretty punishing. Do I sacrifice the angler? I don't know, Hexproof seems pretty good against this deck. Unless they have more edicts, but they just double use their edict. Yeah, so they can get in for 4. Draw a card. Yeah, we're just kind of drowning under their card advantage, because now we're in the same situation. We can exhume back an angler, but then they also get an angler. I don't know about this one. That's what games 2 and 3 are for. We can redeem ourselves. Did have a couple misplays early on. For my first stream, I played mono black land destruction, which is a little bit of a more straightforward deck. So it was a little easier to give commentary and play, but I'm still adjusting. So I will be making some misplays here and there, probably. That's why I need a chat to save me. Chat can walk me through the hard moments. Another gray merchant? I think we're just dead then. Womp womp. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it happens, it happens. It's okay, there's always next round. So there's so much enter the battlefield stuff. I don't like the vapor snags. I like spontaneous mutation. Dispel, we didn't really see many instants, so Dispel I'll get rid of. Shrivel doesn't seem good. Echoing Truth seems bad. Maybe some more Graveyard Hate, because they had some problems with some creatures there. Delver seems less good with the witches, but Stormbound Geist seems pretty good against edicts. We'll try it like that. I also really like the red-black version of this deck, or the red-black Reanimator deck with Ulamog's Crushers and Exhume. That one's a little more all-in on the combo. So it's a lot faster and more explosive, but it's also more easily disrupted. But both of them are really fun. Highly recommended if you're into graveyard shenanigans. Yes, we would like to play first. How kind of you to ask. Okay, cool. So we got an Angler, we got a Ponder to find some spicy cards. We got Stormbound Geist to fight against edicts. Okay, we'll just start off with a Ponder. Get going pretty quick here out of the gates. Do I want these cards? I don't think I do. I'm gonna shuffle, draw into an Exhume. Okay, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Opponent starts off with the classic Swamp. They're gonna Duress and either take Gush or Exhume. Whichever one they're more scared of. It's okay. It's nice Angler fuel. Let's see what they take. Opponent's thinking pretty hard. They're gonna take the Gush, seeing that we don't have any good Exhume targets right off the bat here. So we can't really do anything interesting. I'm just gonna Delver and Dismal Backwater. Pass the turn back. Maybe we'll get a blind Delver flip if Magic Online wants to be nice to us. What's their 2-drop? What's the damage? Quambage Witches to ruin our Delvery day. Ooh, nothing. Interesting. Counterspell. We'll reveal it. Draw the counterspell. Play a land, and... well then, says our opponent. We don't like the look of that. A counterspell. I could go Shields down and play Stormbound Geist here, but they don't. I don't think they have an Edict, or they would have played it. Maybe we can counter their chittering rats or something. Sign in Blood, they can have it. Dark Ritual, huh? Oh, so this is the, I've been seeing a mono black control list floating around that uses Dark Ritual. I actually kind of want to try it in a stream one of these days. It seems interesting. I really like mono black control. Oubliette we will definitely counter. Builds up their devotion to black and gets rid of our little Delvery dude. That's a cool Dark Ritual art, I like it. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Okay, anyway, they're passing the turn. Focus, Jeremy, focus! Okay, we draw a card. Ooh, another counter spell, okay. They don't know about that one. Ooh, we're gonna get them. I think I will go shields down here for a turn. Play Stormbound Geist, because then we can start getting in for 5. And if they play like a Chittering Rats or something, it's fine. If they drew into an Edict, that's a good way to save our Delver. Remember, they did draw some potentially dangerous things with Sign in Blood. They made a deal with the devil. Okay, they're Dark Ritualing again. Spooky. We got 6 land to play with. Phyrexian Rager, drawing more spicy cards. And Liliana's Spectre makes us discard a card. I guess Exhume, since we don't have any Exhume targets. And looks like we draw a nice Exhume target. Would have been a little bit better than the Angler here, but that's okay. We always have it for the future. I'm gonna get in for... This has flying, eh? You could just get in for 2? Or do I want to trade? I guess I'll keep pressuring them. Let them trade. So we do have some 5/5s on the way. This also gets a card in our graveyard, which may not be relevant this turn. No, they only have 3 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we can cycle this at end of turn. I don't know, we're kind of going shields down again, but seemed like they didn't have too much going on last turn with 6 mana. At least not stuff that interfered. Okay, so they're gonna take our counter spell. That's fine. And Oubliette, our Angler, probably. Unless they just really hate the Stormbound Geist. Unless they have an Edict or something. Nope, they are gonna take the Angler. Sad. They're gonna get in for 2. Still have to find a way to deal with our Geist. They are getting down to the wire here. We're gonna draw a card. Ponder is a good draw. Let's ponder. Oh wait, we're still on upkeep. I always forget when I have that upkeep stop set. Okay, so we're gonna ponder. We have Liliana's Spectre in the graveyard. Okay, so we want Gush on top, I think. And then Angler. Can we play Angler? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we can play Angler. Let's do Exhume, Angler, Gush. Nope. No shuffle. We'll get in for 2. We will gush all over our opponent's face. Ooh, gross. And play an island. we exhume, they're gonna make us discard, so let's Angler. Got nothing else to do with these lands at instant speed. Opponent is staying in there. It looks like they are having a little bit of trouble. Okay, so they're gonna get the Monarch. They have a nice blocker here, but we are gonna steal the Monarch in just a second. Play our land. Ponder. Another Riverwinder. And Ash Barrens. Nope. Maybe I should have put that Ash Barrens on top to hit a land drop this turn. Womp womp. I was thinking we could draw into it, but I think I might use this Rush of Vitality this turn to just keep their board low in case they have a Gray Merchant on the way. Gain some life, keep the pressure on. Okay, let's see what they got. We get the, so we're gonna be trading the Monarchy back and forth, it looks like. Cards for everyone. Woo! Okay, they are gonna Edict. Get back our Geist. And they're gonna Edict again, or use a removal spell or something? Oh no, they have an Angler of their own. Okay. That's fine. I don't mind. Mental Note. I think I might Sultai Scavenger here. This Exhume's still not good. I'm gonna get in for 8 and then play our Sultai Scavenger. Make them trade. Keep them on the ropes. They struggle to deal with our flyers. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Draw a card. Ooh, Thought Scour, nice. So we can do that end of turn if we want. Unless our opponent has removal and a flyer or double removal or something. I think we might have them here. Oh, okay, so they're gonna stall things out a bit. Gain a little bit of life from that, but it's not gonna buy them that much time. Especially because they can't get the Monarchy back this turn. Gives us some more options. Okay, we draw into a Dismal Backwater, that's not... and another Dismal Backwater. Well, that's not what we were going for here, but it's okay. It would have been nice to draw one of our Nihil Spellbombs. I might only get in with 3 here, because that doesn't... I was gonna say it doesn't change the clock, but if they can remove one of our creep, they're gonna get the Monarchy anyway. I'm just gonna get in. Got lots of life to spare. Get him for 6 in the air. Give them less options. opponent likes our deck. Thanks. It's not original, but it is fun. Okay, they're gonna bop us for 4. Take that monarchy back twice. They are gonna get their end of turn card draw, but they still need to. They have another Gray Merchant. Well, I'm gonna mental note on the off chance we draw into Counterspell. They concede 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not sure why they concede there, but they did. I think they still had another turn to survive. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, anyway. We'll try it like that again. Stormbound Geist was really good that game. I liked it, I liked it. They might have been sitting on that edict for a while. Okay, 1 and 1. Just gotta beat him again, just gotta do it again. It's nice when we don't draw 3 edicts and I don't misplay the first several turns of the game. That helps for sure. Looks like the opponent is thinking a little harder about their sideboarding. Sweet, no land. Can't keep that. We shall mulligan. Okay, this hand's kind of weird, but we have land, and we can brainstorm into some action. Oh no, we're like out of time here. I gotta play fast. Woo. Okay. Brainstorm. We'll put a mutation and a brainstorm on top. Plan on mental noting ourselves to get rid of those cards, draw into something else. We'll do that on upkeep. Oh yeah, I gotta watch my time. Too busy rambling to myself over here. Mental note. And okay. We will play Island and pass. We can brainstorm at end of turn. Chittering rats, huh? Oh, not cool. So we'll get rid of mutation, but we're just gonna draw back into it. Brainstorm. Okay, we did get a Thought Scour. We will... I actually want the swamp this turn. Alright, now the probability of misplays will be going up because I'm going fast. We got some counter spells, we got... Okay, so they're gonna make us sacrifice our dude. We're gonna get in for 2. We will play Dismal Backwater and Nile's Spellbomb. Pass the turn. At the very least, we can get rid of this edict at some point, maybe draw a card. See what they want to play. Getting in for 2. Play in a Gray Merchant. Angler, we will counter. They exiled their graveyard for us. Nice. Rush of Vitality, not what we really want to see. Stress levels rising. Haven't done any damage. I'm gonna take 2 again. Gray Merchant, counter. I think I'm just gonna pop this, draw into some action hopefully. Get rid of some cards in case we get an Exhume at some point. Okay, more counter spells. Wish I could be a little more proactive though. Okay, that's proactive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, play our Angler, pass the turn. We have run him out of action pretty efficiently here. I think I will counter... No. I don't know. I want to counter it, but they can just flash it back next turn. So hopefully we can deal with something to deal with that. Oh, oh, they're gonna... Okay. Alright, so they use 2 Edict activations on our Angler. Not the most horrible trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't hard cast that. Not even close. Nile Spellbomb. Pass. We'll probably just exile on their end step to draw a card. We'll wait. We'll wait and see what we get. Riverwinder. Draw another card. Another Angler. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're running out of time, you guys. The dream is dying. Tendrils of Corruption, huh? Well, I guess we will protect our dude. Because we're getting kind of desperate, but they go up to 27. Putting them further out of reach. We're gonna take it. We're gonna play another Angler. Them draws, he says. Yep. We're getting a little bit lucky here, but still pretty much out of time. I probably could have spellbombed that. Did I have the spellbomb back then with the Chainer's Edict? I don't know, man. My head's all mixed up. Okay, they are gonna Chainer's Edict, keeping us on the ropes. Angler, huh? An Angler of their own. Bonder. It's a slow card. Okay. Nope. Get in for 5. See if they want to take it and try and race us. Nope. Stormbound Geist, pass. "55 seconds. Not looking too good, and they get the Monarch. Just gonna help them out. Tragic. Tragic. Yes, draw card. They lose their graveyard. Exhume a Riverwinder. Get in for 2. F6. We got the Monarchy. We're gonna duress, find nothing. of value. Phyrexian Rager. Some more cards. I think we'll just take 3. We're not going to be able to stop them from getting... Wait. I'm dumb. I could have blocked. Sorry, this match is a mess. Keep getting in there. We don't get the Monarch back. Yeah, this is basically it for us, guys. Okay, well, we'll be more mindful of our time next round. This is a very sad first match. GG's, my friend. Well, you live and learn. Let's try again. Oh, ugh. Time flies when you're having fun. It's okay, it's okay. The dream isn't quite dead yet. We'll see. Locating opponent in stage 1. Got him. Yes, I would like to play first. I think I'm gonna mulligan that hand. Okay. This hand has a nice little mix of threats and juicy stuff. We'll kick things off with a Dismal Backwater and pass the turn. Okay. I can slow down a little bit now. Okay, they'll start off with a very cool art. Evolving Wilds. We will play an island. 1, 2, 3. So we'll plan on leaving up Mental Note, Vapor Snag, and our cyclers. We can be a little efficient towards the end of their turn, maybe mill some cards to fuel our angler, prep some exhume targets. Okay, they get a blue. They get a Gitaxian probe, so they're gonna see what we've got going on here, but we might gather some valuable information that way if they... Is this like, is it Blitz or something? Oh, okay. Augur. Let's see what they get. See what they get. See what they get. Ponder, which they can't cast. We're gonna pass it over to us. Let's Mental Note. See what's going on here in our graveyard. Exhume. Nice. That's what we're going for. Upkeep. So we do draw an island. That's good. We hit our land drop. And I guess we exhume. Sounds pretty good to me. And probably if they have any removal, it's red. So they're going to have a hard time getting rid of the Riverwinder. I think we'll just pass it back, leave up Vapor Snag or our Cycler if we need to. We do have a full hand of dangerous things, I'm sure. Ponder, say they're still looking for their stuff, maybe their combo pieces if they are. Is it Blitz? Is it? Is it Blitz? Is it Blitz? Or isn't it Blitz? Oh, I'm getting loopy from all this Magic playing. Okay, so they don't shuffle. They're gonna probe, check in on us, draw a card. Seems like they are trying to piece together some bad things. Okay. Kiln Fiend, that's fine. Vapor Snag is not the worst against those, although they do have some protection spells, of course. End of turn, we'll cycle. See what we draw. Swamp. Okay. Another black source never hurt anyone. Okay, Dispel is not bad against this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can delve away 4 cards and play an Angler here, maybe. Let's get in first. I want to leave at least 1 Riverwinder in here. It might block, which makes our Exhumes worse, but you gotta get in there eventually. And we will Angler. See if they can deal with our 5/5s. Coming at them, one after the other. This guy's a total donkey. Literally, that's his name. Preordain. Cool. Let's see where they scry. Before we cry. 2 on the bottom. That's what we like to see. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Nivix Cyclops, eh? They still can't get in here, I don't think. Unless they have like a mutagenic growth or something spicy. Gitaxian Probe number 17. They are going to take a big hit here. Looks like. Get in for 10. They're going to take it. I'm playing Augur. Let me get a Gush, huh? Do we already... We didn't play a land this turn, so I guess I might as well Gush. Because we can still leave 2 blue up. And... Ponder? Perhaps? Let's ponder. Okay. We'll keep the counterspell. Oops, we don't want to shuffle our library. Alright, we've got some tools to deal with some dangerous attackers. They might be able to go off this turn, but between Dispel and Vapor Snag, we might have an okay chance of surviving and killing them on the blowback. They shuffle with their Ponder. Good, that's what I like to see. Another Preordain. They're really digging for some important cards here, it looks like. If you're out there watching this, thanks for checking in, joining me on this journey. Ooh, they're gonna Gush, huh? Ooh, they're going big. Where do they put those cards? Ponder, Preordain. Puts 1 on top, 1 on bottom. Okay. So they're still looking for some stuff. We got some big boys here, but we have some decent tools to deal with them. They don't have too much land to play with. Ooh, they're gonna try and bolt our blocker, huh? I think we dispel that and save this Vapor Snag. Got 2 lands to work with. Now they gotta worry about dying on the blowback here, so I think they're thinking over their options, maybe doing some math with their 7 cards, trying to find the most optimal route to our death. But we're gonna do everything we can to stop them. We'll see. I actually haven't played against this deck much at all in the format, but I know it's gotten more popular recently, or at least I think it has. Okay, so they're playing a blocker, nothing you can do about that. Are they gonna get in with nothing? Ooh, nice. Nice. Guess we could have River Windered at the end of the turn there. I gotta get better about that. But I think we Brainstorm. Get rid of a Dismal Backwater and a River Winder. You can always Thought Scour those away. I want to force him to block with one of his dudes, one of his scary dudes. Oh, okay, he's just gonna go down to 1. I didn't leave that guy up as a blocker, huh? Well, we do have Counter Spell, which we can leave up. Or if we want an extra blocker, we can put down a Delver, which means we can't counterspell, but we can Vapor Snag something. I think that's a little bit better in this situation where they have 2. Because we can counter something, but they're still going to get pumped off of it. Vapor Snag is much more useful against these guys anyway. The only worrisome thing is that they have some protection spell that they can get through. That would be very sad. But they have to do a lot of damage to kill us here. I don't know. Oh, they concede. Okay, looks like we're on the right track. Very nice, very nice. Spontaneous Mutation seems pretty cool in this matchup. As does Vampiric Link, because we can put that on the opponent's creature and make them sad. Maybe a Dispel will go down. Rush of Vitality might blow him out at some point too. We'll go down Counterspell? 1 Counterspell. I don't know, I don't want to like dilute our combo too much. We'll just shave off some cards here. Okay, they're gonna play first, of course. We've got some lands and some stuff to search for, some spicy combo pieces, so I think we'll give this a try. We've got a black source, 2 islands soon with the Ash Barrens so we can gush at some point. I think we'll just kick things off with the Dismal Backwater. We're gonna grab a mountain. Maybe try and resolve a threat here. Nope. They got a Augur of Bolas. Pyroblast. Okay, that's good to know about. That's a little spooky for us. We'll play an island. Maybe we'll get down an Augur of our own. Guess we'll take Brainstorm. Okay, so we have to remember this Pyroblast. Maybe next turn we can like Brainstorm Ash Barrens. They're gonna ponder. Looking for some things and stuff. They don't shuffle. Get their land. Play their Kiln Fiend. Cool, good for them. Well, I'm gonna Brainstorm here. Put back the swamp and a Thought Scour? No, a Gush. I'll put back a swamp and a Gush. We don't need two Gushes, especially because they have that Pyroblast. We're gonna cycle this. Shuffle our library. Grab an island. And I think I may just leave this island up in case we need a Vapor Snag or Dispel something. Leave Augur back as a blocker. Off to a little bit of a slow start here. Want to hit some of our 5/5s. Okay, they're gonna Brainstorm. Take a gander at some of their cards. Want to keep hitting land drops so we have some backup mana for some counter spells and stuff. Because we do know they have that silly Pyroblast. Artful Dodge, huh? Target creature can't be blocked. Well, if we try and counter that, they're gonna Pyroblast our counter. And they can just flash it back, huh? So maybe we'll save up for this Vapor Snag if they tap out. If not, they can just get in for 7 maybe. We're gonna Thought Scour. Try and hit some action. We did mill a Riverwinder and our Vampiric Link, which would have been kind of nice to draw, but that's okay. Jeez. Well, I think we just leave up our stuff so we can Dispel, Vapor Snag, Counterspell, or double Dispel. Maybe they only have 3 cards in hand, so might be able to run them out of action with our counter. If you know one of those is a Pyroblast, I think we should have the resources to deal with them, and maybe we'll bounce back stronger than ever. They do have the Artful Dodge, which they can flash back from the old graveyard. That art is bizarre. I don't know if I've ever really looked at it. Ooh, some kind of amphibian creature. Artfully dodging its way into the sewers. Another Augur of Bolas. They're not going to attack this turn. They're weary of the counter spells. That's okay though, maybe we can brainstorm. Put back a gush and an island. Ooh, spontaneous mutation's good. And we also want a thought scour. Get those cards off the top. Ooh, and we can Riverwinder as well. 2 spontaneous mutations. Very nice. So we definitely want to play our Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to make our spontaneous mutation a little bit weaker, but we do need to leave up this blue mana for some more other stuff. We'll pass the turn. They're going to ponder. Think about their options. They shuffle. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. So they drew something totally random. They play a land. What do they got? Artful Dodge, eh? Well, we might be able to draw out their Pyroblast. Oh, that's not even, it's not an instant spell. Womp womp. Okay, we'll let that resolve. Because we always have this Vapor Snag and 2 spontaneous mutations to help soften the blow. They might have 2 Pyroblasts if we're not careful. So we want Vapor Snag to be like the last thing we play. If we want to play it. Gush, we can fight over. This might draw out the Pyroblast. Okay, they're gonna let that resolve. We want to blow up our Augur with a Pyroblast, huh? Okay, cool. I don't mind, I don't think. I think we want to Vapor Snag this, otherwise we die. And they have to waste their next turn playing it, I think. They're gonna Pyroblast, but we have a Dispel. So I think they were maybe trying to trick us by Pyroblasting our Augur to lure us into a false sense of security. That looks like our Vapor Snag should resolve here, bringing them down to 19. That clock. And we have these spontaneous mutations for future Kiln Fiends. Now they are tapped out, so let's have some fun. They don't have any creatures in their graveyard, which means it's a great chance for us to exhume while we have some mana. Strike Riverwinder. Can't really do anything with our 1 mana there, so we'll get in for 5. See if our opponent wants to block. We don't. Alright, so we got a nice clock going here. We got some 5/5 action and another one on the way. They are behind on lands because of that Gush. They have to replay their Kiln Fiend, which we have plenty of stuff to deal with. In fact, we might even just counterspell it. And if they dispel, that's fine. They'll be tapped out and we can always spontaneous mutation. Oh, they're gonna daze. Okay. Cool. That's cool, that's cool. Player land. Get in for 10. I think. They're at 3 cards. So hopefully they're starting to run out of action here. They're gonna take 5. We would like to play another Angler. Exile. I think we will play Delver as well. For backup blocker. Angler. So our spontaneous mutation will give it -4, -0. Not the biggest number. It could be -5 if we dispel something. But they are running low on cards here, so I want to keep the pressure on, keep them on the ropes, because got a lot of big attackers coming. They might have another Pyroblast, but I don't know, man. Do I dispel this? I think I better save it, right? This could be the critical moment. So if I dispel this, he still gets pumped. Doesn't draw any cards. We still have spontaneous mutation. We won't be able to dispel an Artful Dodge either way. See if they have another like Pyroblast or something. Okay, so they'll have to work a little bit harder to get up to lethal. They do draw the 2 cards, so if they have something to make it unblockable, our chances of winning have diminished. Oh cool, we win the match. Yay! Is it blitz down? So we're 1-1. Let's head into the next match. Gotta stay hydrated. Keep the old noggin running at full capacity. Especially in this heat. It's really hot in here. All that sweat on my forehead. I have my fan behind me pointing at my legs. But if I have it pointed straight at me, on the side here, it messes up my microphone because it's blowing into the mic. The sacrifices I make for streaming. Join the match. Well, we managed to not run out of time that round. That was a plus. That first round, I'm not sure if we would have even won. It seemed like it was starting to get away from us, but we were playing pretty slowly. I think I might mulligan this hand. There's nothing to help us find more lands. We'll keep this. I think we'll put this on the bottom because there's some matchups where Dispel isn't even that good, and we already have one anyway. It's a green deck, so Dispel probably is not good at all. Looks like it might be Elves or Stompy. I think that both of those are supposed to be pretty rough matchups for me, from what I've experienced / heard about the deck. So we'll see how it goes. And we can cycle this Riverwinder at the end. Are they gonna ping in for 2 and then play a Nest Invader or Burning Tree Emissary or something? Another Nettle Sentinel. Okay, a little spooky. Not necessarily what we want to see. Quirion Ranger. Seems tricky. Cycle this bad boy. Now if we hit Exhume and a Swamp, that would be pretty cool, but the odds of that are very tiny. Well, we really want a Black Source, but we'll leave up Counterspell and maybe Gush next turn to hit our land drop. Not looking too good here. Yep, they're gonna swing in for 5. It's a cool forest. M19. We got that new forest swag. Ooh, look at those pine cones. I guess they're more like shine cones, am I right? Ugh, I'm dead inside. Okay, Vault Scourge. Well, this gets a little bit better post board. I know I said I was going to counter, but we're going to hit our land drop. Do I still Gush? I don't know, man. 1, 2, 3. We wouldn't even be able to play an Angler if we hit all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Need our sideboard cards. Hunger of the Howlpack. Oh, well, we might as well use our Dispel while we can. Right? Am I right? Maybe we can counterspell this turn. But we're pretty close to dead here, actually. We haven't done a single thing. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Pit Skulk, huh? We'll just counter it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 1 off of lethal next turn. Lethal next turn. And unless they play another threat. And we dead. Untapping their Scourge. Scourge! Draw another island. Well, better Gush, I guess. Hope for some godlike draws, which I'm not sure even exist. Okay, Vapor Snag. Pretty good, but a little bit late. Riverwinder. Well. Okay, well. I guess we Vapor Snag Ash Barrens for a Black Source. We haven't already milled it. We only have 1 swamp in this deck, by the way. Yep, I'll Vapor Snag a Nettle Sentinel. Not gonna do too much for us right now. Vines, we're dead. That's okay. Let's see what we got for next round. Shrivels. Not bad. Echoing Truth seems okay. Vapor Snag seems a little less good. Dispel also doesn't seem too good. besides for Hunger of the Howl Pack. Might be worth Spontaneous Mutations for our Vapor Snags. We'll go down like a Brainstorm and something. I don't know, you guys. Ponder. Alright, well, we're on the play. We got some lands, we got Exhume, we got some stuff, so we will keep this hand. So turn 1, no matter what, we can't turn 2 Riverwinder, so I guess turn 1 we'll Ponder, and then next turn we can Dismal Backwater and some other things. Do we want these cards? Don't think so. We'll shuffle. Get another land drop, that's decent. No possible play, yield all. Young Wolf. Alright. Well, we're not going to be doing too much killing of their creatures here, so I say as I draw Shrivel. Young Wolf isn't too scary. We have a lot of like Spontaneous Mutations and whatnot. We're gonna stomp on our faces with their wolf. It's just a young wolf. How much damage could it do? It's just a young wolf. Okay. Pit Skulk with Bloodthirst. Thirsty for my blood. Ooh. The double Skulk. Shrivel is useless. Okay, we're gonna cycle. We got a 5/5 on the way. Mr. Opponent. Okay, so I think we Dismal Backwater. Because we don't really have much else going on this turn besides Exhume. Our opponent should have some trouble dealing with a Riverwinder. Now his Echoing Truth might be pretty good against these Pit Skulks. We need to blow him out. Elephant Guide, huh? Well, we will take the damage of Echoing Truth to tidy that situation right up. Only question is, do I do it now before they have vines or something to protect? Now I think we just pass and then we have Counterspell up for vines. So we can't really play our Angler this turn anyway. We might block with their Wolfie Boy here. That's okay, they get a 2/2. The wolf comes back wearing a 2/2. No. What a silly joke. What a silly joke to make. They hit their land drop. 3 cards in hand. Young Wolf, huh? If only I had more Echoing Truth Eye. The question is, do I let him get in for 5? Or do I bounce at the end of the turn? Or, I mean, he'll get in for... Let's see what he attacks with. First and foremost. I think I'm just gonna bounce it right now. Might be able to counter one on the way back down. Fill up our graveyard for our angler. We want to preserve our life total if we can. Let's see what they want to play here. Pit Skulk. And Nest Invader, which we will counter. Gives them that Morbid for their Howl Pack, which we don't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll kick things off with a little cycling. Get in for 5. They're gonna block. Get back there, dude. Now, Spontaneous Mutation isn't super good here. Because we're only going to have 1 card in our graveyard. So I want to save the Riverwinder, I don't want to delve it away. Having a blocker will be nice, but they might have some trick. They only have 2 cards in hand, that's good for us, but they do have another Elephant Guide. I think I will trade here though. Preserve our life total. Sure, they get a 3/3 alpha. We might be able to blow them out with a Spontaneous Mutation. We'll get another Angler out here. Or we can double Shrivel. That might be interesting. I only have 1 card in hand. Let's double Shrivel. Fill up that graveyard. Kind of bizarre, but because then this guy will go down to a 3/3. Gets rid of some of their threats. Might just take the 3 probably. And maybe we can use the mutation to deal with their elephant at some point. We have 2 cards in hand and have a little less going on than us, so that's good. They've been holding 1 though. It could be like a vines or something. We gotta keep that in mind. Might as well get that in our graveyard, hit our land drop. Maybe grab our black source for the fun of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get in for 5. We're not going to chump block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play our Angler. See what happens. How much does Finds of Vastwood is +6. Oh no, +4/+4. Yeah. So I block this dude. That's what he has, and he's trying to blow me out here. At least I can trade using Spontaneous Mutation. Giant Growth, okay. Well, that Spontaneous Mutation will go straight to Ye Old Graveyard, but at least we'll got him down to 0 cards. We're getting in for 10 next turn. So I think our opponent's on the ropes here. I don't know if there's much they can do against us now. There's probably some combination of cards that get them out of this, but we'll see. That double Shrivel was pretty nice. Pretty lucky. Nest Invader. Ugh. Okay, they're gonna gum up the board a bit with some friends. They're gonna try and keep getting in for 3. Hopefully we draw something. Otherwise a Giant Growth or Vines off the top could win them the game. Get an island. Cool. Get in for 5. We'll chump. And then we'll have a hexproof blocker, potentially, in case we need it. Fighting for our lives. Ooh. Ooh. What do they get? Another Nest Invader. Ooh. Jeez. Gonna get in. Yep, they're forcing through that damage. A block. Go down to 4. Okay, Gush is not too bad. Draw some islands. Cool, so we're gonna put 2 islands on top. We can Mental Note ourselves. Get rid of those islands. Draw into an Exhume, huh? Well, that's gonna get him back something, so I'm not too eager on the Exhume plan. Also Thought Scour. Thought Scour. Fill up that graveyard. Okay. That's good. Good draw. So I'll get him for 10 here, force him to block. We'll resolve a Gurmag Angler, and then we have Spontaneous Mutation on backup. One, 2, 3. I can use this as well. 4, 5, 6. And keep our graveyard as full as possible for that Spontaneous Mutation. But I think they're out of options here. I think their time is up. I think we got him. Knock on wood. Combat. Are they just hoping we don't block? Definitely gonna block. Spontaneous mutation to rub salt in the wound. Although it's not necessary. Hey, we did it! Woo. Cool. Very cool. Okay. That seemed to work out quite nicely. We'll try it again. If you're out there watching this, checking in, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the deck, the gameplay, my beautiful face, my terrible hand, which we will be getting rid of. Mulligan. Okay, we'll keep this one. We'll keep that one. We're on the draw. Got some lands. Got a Vault Scourge. Scourge! 1, 2, 3. I think we'll play this, maybe Brainstorm end of turn. And then we can Thought Scour on upkeep if there's something we don't want to draw. Okay, Rancor, it's gonna hurt. They're gonna gain a lot of life. We'll have to deal with that. Maybe a spontaneous mutation at some point wouldn't hurt. And they missed their land drop. That's a small victory, silver lining. We don't need this many. We will Thought Scour. Okay, so we can't do anything this turn, but next turn we can at least get down an Angler. Pretty worried about this Scourge though. They do hit their land. Things are getting tricky. We didn't hit our land. Giant Grove, huh? That's smarts. So they got 1,000,000 life. That's alright. Thought Scour ourselves. Draw into another Thought Scour. Cool. Well, I guess it's time to Angler. 4, 5, 6. Leave the Striped Riverwinder in the graveyard as a potential Exhume target. We did mill an Exhume there. Really need to find a way to deal with this Vault Scourge, but it's gonna be tricky if we can't hit any lands. I guess we can always Echoing Truth it in a pinch. I think we have to keep our Delver back on defense. Okay. Well. I don't know, man. I think we kind of have to Thought Scour to try and hit, because we can't Echoing Truth this, but then they just replay it next turn. Nah, we're gonna Echoing Truth. Because if I don't hit a land, then I'm just doing nothing. And that's no fun. Wait till after combat so they can't re-rancor up their dude. This will be some nice life gain as well if we need it. Wait, no, they lose their rancor, right? Yeah. Woohoo! But they can Revolt Scourge. Oh no, they do get their rancor back. Thought it said when the creature gets put into the graveyard. Okay. Cool, so we take one. It hurts. I guess they can Vault Scourge and Rancor again. They're gonna Rancor up the Ledgewalker, which I don't know how we deal with because it's hexproof. Unless we draw a Shrivel, which we don't. Shrivel would be pretty good in this situation. No land, still. Sad. I'm gonna cry. Okay, well, I don't know, man. They probably have like a giant growth or something, so does that mean I have to attack and rush a vitality? Because if they get in for 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I think I have to. To save our skin, but I think it's basically over. I think they got us. Unless we can pop a Shrivel off the top somehow. Or a Vampiric Link. Would be cool. Or land. Might be. I think it's too late though. Not like this. After we fought tooth and nail last game, it comes to this. See what they got. They're stuck on 2 land here. A young wolf, eh? Exhume doesn't help us a ton. Am I supposed to Pot Scour? Try and hit a land? Am I supposed to... I have no idea. I have no idea. If I Exhume, he gets back a 1/1 Pit Skulk. We get back our 5/5. Well, sometimes you just don't draw your lands. Guess we'll leave him back. Pretty close to dead here, especially since they're running giant growths and vines. So we want to be able to block these two if we need to. He goes for the all-out attack. So it's the only way we survive this turn, although might not even be enough. Blockerino, Blockerino. Let's see what they got. Paying costs, vines, and that thing. Go down to 1, yep. Unless we draw like a Shrivel here, I think we're dead. Another land, eh? Right? I think I actually just have to hit a Shrivel. Spontaneous mutations, probably not going to do it. So they got got so many flyers here. Yeah, we did. We did. It's okay. That's okay. Alright, so we're 1 and 2. Let's see if we can get another match win here. That is a bad matchup for us, to be fair. But we held our own. We did okay. Can't win them all. So... one of these days we'll find an opponent. Ah. Speak of the devil. Seems a little suspicious that the Q popped right when I said that. Right. Opponent is gonna go first. This looks like a turn 2 or 3 Riverwinder hand. Not bad, depending on if we draw something. We're gonna keep it. Got some juicy stuff. Ooh, we're against Affinity, it looks like, maybe, or something along those lines. Kick things off with an island. So we can either cycle for a black source for sure. Or we can Thought Scour. Or cycle our Riverwinder. Which we might do. Oh, our opponent dumps their whole hand right away. We'll cycle. Dismal Backwater, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Means we can play this. Maybe Thought Scour next turn. Or at the end of their turn. And get a Riverwinder. See what happens. But it seems like they have a pretty explosive start, so we'll see if it's enough to best us. We have Frogmite Tron. Some wacky card art. Oh. And they're a Tog right away. Jeez Louise, opponent. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So they can get in for 13 next turn. Ooh. Wanna hit our land drop. Well, I don't think they can kill us next turn, so I'm gonna Exhume while they have... I guess if they're smart they can sack in response and then get back a Frogmite, but... well, I mean that doesn't really doesn't really accomplish anything, that's just sending a message. They did miss their land drop, it looks like, but looks like they got plenty of stuff to work with either way. So we get back our Riverwinder, and That's the turn. Vapor Snag will be okay against Atog. Maybe. Are we gonna go for the big attack? So right now they're swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can make this 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can get him for 14 at the most. They might have some other trick. Because if they sack, they can get him for 15 if they sack the Flare Husk. I think I will block. I'm gonna Galvanic Blast our face, yep. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. So if we hadn't blocked, we would have lost there, I think. They have to sack a few of their artifacts to pump up their Atog. If we can get a good Vapor Snag off, though, I think we stand a chance. Yep, we lose our dude. 2, 4, 6, 8. We might just be dead here. So we want a blocker for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess we'll leave up Counterspell Vapor Snag. They sacrifice their land. They only have one card in hand. So I could go for a Gush. And still leave Vapor Snag mana up. And get another blocker down. Maybe I will do that. Maybe even draw like a Spontaneous Mutation or something along those lines. Vampiric Link. Oh, we can't play that. Gush. Play our Vapor Snag mana. And sorry, there's a jet going overhead, so a little bit of noise. It's so loud. I think we'll just Augur of Bolas for another blocker. Another Vapor Snag is nice. Insurance. So they know we have a Vapor Snag now, which is also not as nice, but that's okay. We're gonna have to discard to hand size. So go to block. Do they? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the only way for me to survive is by blocking these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Vapor Snagging his Atog. Did I do the priority wrong? I think we might be dead here anyway next turn. Trying to hold priority here, but I think is he trying to decide if he wants to sacrifice some more baddies? Okay, cool. So we will Vapor Snag. Have to. So we'll go down to 2 life. And then he can't replay his Atog, that's nice. It's a bonus. We have another Vapor Snag. We need it. I think we gotta pass, leave up Counterspell, Vapor Snag. And our blockers. We're 1 Galvanic Blast away from dying. They're not gonna attack, which means we can Thought Scour. Vapor Snag is weird in this matchup because it's okay against the Atog, but it's not too good against all these affinity for artifact types. Another Vapor Snag, huh? Do I want to pop it off on the Jern? Because we're at such limited mana. Let's just get rid of that. So there's less blockers to worry about, or less attackers. My head hurts. I can't keep up. Probability of misplay increasing, if I haven't already. The turn ends. Opponent has no land, huh? I think we ponder here. What should we do? Gotta do something, man. They're building up their hand again. Shuffle. Ooh, Dismal Backwater, eh? Okay. Pass the turn. They let me. Leave back the Blockerinos. Yep. Dismal Backwater. And for turn. Angler. Gives us some breathing room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of all the non-creatures. And Do we have to start getting in? I think so. We have a lot of backup with Vapor Snag and Counterspell, so I'm gonna start swinging in for 3. Ooh, sorry Mike, sorry Mike. Sorry. Don't mean to abuse you. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, so they find a land. Our chances of surviving decreasing. We have a Galvanic Blast, or oh, they're gonna play their Atog. Do I just counter it? Just get rid of it. Maybe it's better to save the Vapor Snag for that and save the counterspell for a Galvanic Blast, but maybe we can Gush next turn into something something else. Because if I don't want to keep fighting this Atog every turn with Vapor Snags. What are they thinking about? They don't have any land that they can use, as far as I know. Maybe they're just sad. Affinity seems like a fun deck. I would play Affinity. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Seems a little complex. Alright, well we have somewhat of a clock going here. Gush. See what happens. Maybe we can draw into a counterspell or something. Something else juicy. Maybe their Angler? Perhaps? Might start getting in with the Angler, because then we have a 3-turn clock unless he blocks, which reduces his options as well. Opponent has fallen behind us on time, so that's one race that we're winning for sure. It's really thinking about the Gush. Okay, so we can... Probably should have pondered first, but let's Delver, and then ponder to set up the Delver. Dismal Backwater. Mental Note. Brainstorm. No shuffle. We play a land. Get in for 5? See what happens. Do I want to try and do some brainstorm shenanigans? Why not? Yeah, we'll just gum up the board here. And we should be able to... The only thing I'm worried about is a Galvanic Blast off the top. That kills us no matter what we do. We don't have a counterspell. Now, I may even have lethal next turn if these Delvers flip. Our opponent doesn't do much here. Close game, close game. They have so many ways out of this. I mean, they could Thought Cast into Galvanic Blast, or just... I don't know where all their 4/4s are. I don't know what's in their hand. I mean, they must be just super constrained on mana. Maybe they're afraid to use their Frogmites too much with the Springleaf Drum. Vapor Snag has been pretty good this game. Somewhat. Opponent is calculating their options. Got a formidable board going on here though, so definitely helpful. Ready Bear. They can cycle this bad boy at the end of the turn if we don't need to use our Vapor Snag. I really like this card. The art is like, it's kind of cool. It's like a painting almost. A little bit of a different art style. Yay, they concede. Okay, cool. Whew. Alright, that was a close one. We'll bring in a Fangren Marauder, which can be kind of fun to exhume against Affinity. We'll also bring in Spontaneous Mutations. Dispel doesn't seem that good here. Rush of Vitality. It's okay. Vampiric Link would be nice to equip onto an Etog. Yeah, Rush of Vitality is good against their 4/4s, I think. Maybe we'll go down. Mental Note. Mental Notes get better with the Fangren Marauder if we want to get it into the graveyard. We'll go down. Do we need this graveyard hate? I mean, a little bit's always okay. We'll go down go down a Ponder. I don't know, man. It's tricky sideboarding with kind of combo-y decks because I never know what to. I don't want to dilute the combo pieces too much. Alright, opponent gets first choice again, deciding whether or not they want to play first. They're going to play first. This hand looks a little sketchy to me. Don't really want this in our hand. Try and mulligan. Alright, this is a little bit better. We have the ability to find some things. Do I want the Angler? I don't have a black source or anything to put anything in my graveyard, so for now we'll put that to the bottom. Hopefully hit some more later on. See what our opponent wants to do. I think they conceded a little early last game. If my Delvers didn't flip, they would have been okay. Somewhat. Alright. I think we'll Delver first. Try and get a clock going if we can blind flip. If not, we can ponder maybe into a land and set up Delver for next turn. Delver flip. Our opponent actually has lands this game, so that's gonna up the ante. Getting in for one. Maybe we can run him out of time. No, I feel guilty whenever I win because of time. But I'll take it. Opponent's thinking long and hard about this blocker step. Ew. Germ. I don't want to block, I'm gonna get sick. So what is this, a germ like wearing some armor? Bizarre. Okay, so they play their Atog. Do we get a flip? We do. Awesome, awesome. We can ponder. Hit a couple islands, which you want on top. Six. They can't really kill us. Get him for 3. They play another Delver. And I know we have an island on top. Might be nice to have an extra blocker. Maybe we can flip it a bit later on. We do have another ponder here. We don't really want to draw that Fangren Marauder that was up there as well. Let him get in for 2. We've got some colorful lands here, and they've got a Enforcer, huh? I do not want to reveal. But we will play our eye. Maybe we'll ponder first. I think we might leave up Counterspell. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, we're gonna get in there. Maybe counter one of our opponent's things. And, 2, 4, 6, 8. So they're getting in for, the maximum they could get in for is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, but they'd sack their whole board to do that. Question is, do I block that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I'll just take it 4, 5, 6. We'll take it for now. Next turn though, we are in some trouble. So we actually want to, if we want to keep our Delver set up, we cycle first. Okay, they Pyroblast. Then we will let that resolve. Draw our other counterspell. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we put Penguin Marauder and Counterspell on top. Alright, so we drew all of our counterspells. Not exactly what we're looking for here. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, we will not be attacking this turn. If we can get a tricky Vapor Snag off, we might have a chance. 12. But this one's not looking too hot for us, unless they sacrifice their whole board to the Atog. Maybe I should have countered that, but I'm worried that they're gonna have something to deal with our Vapor Snag. So he's getting in for 2. Unless he wants to sacrifice everything, which he doesn't. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Yup. Yup. But Penguin Marauder was not very good that game, huh? Not very good at all. If you can resolve it, it's so good. Okay, we'll just try it again like that. Yes, I would like to play first. Sounds okay. We got a Vapor Snag, we got a Brainstorm to find some action, as well as a Thought Scour. To scour our thoughts for some action. I think we'll probably start off with the Dismal Backwater, so we have black mana up in case we want some angler action. Okay. Tree of Tales, Relic of Progenitus. Well, that's gonna make things a little trickier for us, won't it? Alright, let's Brainstorm. Put Dismal Backwater and Thought Scour on top. And then I think we'll probably Thought Scour ourselves into the next turn. We're gonna keep our graveyard nice and lean. Gonna Thought Scour. Spontaneous Mutation seems pretty bad against this relic, unfortunately. But we'll pass. Maybe we can get him to pop the relic using the mutation. We'll leave up Counterspell or Vapor Snag or something. Opponent's got lots of artifacts. That's what they're trying to do. Just gonna buy ourselves some time, unless our opponent wants to pop their relic. That'll add up after a while if they don't. Chromatic Star. And nothing else, huh? Okay, Delver. Question is, do I gush this turn? Or do I just be a little patient? I think we'll be patient. Here's the deck list again, if anyone watching out there wants to take a look at it. It's from Kung Fu Trees. He played it in a Pauper challenge about a year ago, according to the Reddit post I found. If we counter something, we might even just gush on our turn, or on their turn. They're gonna Pyroblast our counterspell? Well, that's not very nice of them. That's not very nice at all. We'll gush now. Let's see, oh, we're gonna draw a bunch of lands. Okay, well, at least we got through them. And they can't get in here for very much. More pressure on them to pop this one of these days. I get in for one. And it's our turn. We'll see if our Delver Boy flips. Yes, he does. I think we do want to Thought Scour ourselves here. And we mill Exhume. Oh, we don't have any Exhume targets anyway. Another Vapor Snag. Okay, well I guess we just leave Counterspell up. Get in for 3, because we're not going to be blocking quite yet. I want to put the pressure on, in case we can give ourselves an advantage somewhere here. If he pops this, I might Vapor Snag the other Carapace Forger. Maybe. One island, they're gonna Chromatic Star. If it's an Atog, I will probably counter it. Okay, they're gonna do the old exile thing. And Chromatic Star. Cool. So we can slow him down here. I think we can Vapor Snag this guy. We can also Ash Barrens right now to give him an extra -1/-0. Maybe thin out the lands in our deck, give us a better chance of drawing into a nice little spell. Augur with Bolas. Nothing. Cool. Some good luck there. And we'll play an island. Hold up counterspell. And this actually isn't a bad blocker either. Now against that Carapace Forger. Assuming they don't have any more Relic of Progenitai. Thoughtcast, huh? Not super into the idea of them drawing cards. But maybe I should save my counterspell for what they draw. Maybe they're trying to draw out my counterspell. Frogmite army coming through. I'd rather use this on like a Carapace Forger or an Atog. Atog. So does Delver combine himself with that Praying Mantis thing in his hand? Looks like it. Ooh, creepy. Begin combat. No attacks. Good sign for us. They're still afraid of counters, or do they actually have nothing to play? We continue to draw lands. It's not good for us. Well, we'll keep getting in with Delver, keep this clock going. But they have a lot of resources in their hand, I can only assume, so I'm a little scared. But if we can slow them down enough to let this Delver get in, might have some sort of chance. Prophetic Prism, it's fine. Looks like they've been having trouble with red mana as well. Mere Enforcer. I know they have another Carapace Forger, but I'm gonna counter that. We really need like a Gush or something. Okay, we'll block the 2/2. Take one. Opponent's not quite ready to do anything yet. Brainstorm, okay, I'm glad we saved the Ash Barrens. Get rid of these islands maybe. Okay, Counterspell and Rush of Vitality. Not the greatest, but we'll take it. We'll get in for 3 here. Maybe it's correct to get in with both of them, but I'm not sure. Did I miss a land drop this turn? I don't know, man. If we let that resolve, I might need to save this counterspell for something spicier like an Atog. Unless I've got another one of those on the way, then I might counter. Yeah, I think I will counter this. The way they tap their mana makes me a little suspicious, but that's okay. That's okay. What do they have? Huh? Metallic Rebuke, huh? Okay. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, so they dump all their 4/4s on our face. Not gonna attack. Don't have any flyers though. which means this Rush of Vitality gives us lethal next turn. We have plenty of blockers here. Maybe I should have gotten in with the Augur that one turn. That would give us a few more options here. That's okay. We have backup Delver just in case. Maybe it'll flip, maybe it won't. Oh, I'm scared, I'm scared. Deep Analysis, huh? Well, they don't have much land to work with after deeply analyzing things. I mean, they could like Galvanic Blast or Pyroblast something. Here comes the big attack. We'll take 8. And it's our turn. Let's see. Do not want to reveal that. Alright, I think we might have it. Unless they have something pretty tricky here. Rush of Vitality for the win. Unless they have a Pyroblast or Galvanic Blast, then we're very sad. Oh my god. It did it. Okay, well, that's one way to use Rush of Vitality. That was exciting. My heart is pounding. Alright, final match. We're 2-2, so let's see if we can break even. If not, that's okay. I'm having fun. Learning a little bit about this deck. Definitely some room for improvement. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Yes, I would like to play first. Thank you for asking. And this seems like a fine starting hand. Got some draw spells. We got something that can pop into our graveyard if we happen to stumble upon an Exhume. So I think I might kick things off with the Dismal Backwater. Pass the turn. To Perfect Imperfection. Clever name, clever name. Uh-oh, we got a Tron matchup, huh? Interesting, interesting. So we will ponder. Do we want these? No. Okay, we drew an island. It's better than those other lands. And I think we might Thought Scour end of turn. So we can Angler next turn. That's the plan. Fast Angler. But we're already pretty close to Tron here, so we'll Thought Scour. Tapped out. We mill the Exhume and a counterspell. Womp womp. Okay, Vapor Snag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can actually play Brainstorm here for free, basically. I don't know what kind of... It's like Teamertron or something? I'll get rid of... I have no idea. A Riverwinder for sure, and... We want to save the Ash Barrens. See, it's between... Maybe we like draw the Delver next turn. We won't Ash Barrens on upkeep. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what our opponent does. Let's pop out an angler and pass the turn. Got him in that nice spicy 4-turn clock. Of course, they'll have some obstacles to put in our way, I'm sure. Okay, they evoke a Mole Drifter. So it's that kind of Tron, huh? So Vapor Snag isn't very good in this matchup. Got some flickering shenanigans here, maybe. We'll swing in for 5. Play Delver, hold up, Dispel, Vapor Snag, Riverwinder, cycle. I know you guys, I'm scared. They haven't hit their Tron yet. They're the top 4. They're trying to. Do I counter this if they haven't found their Tron? I'm not sure. I mean, Dispel I could save for like a Ghostly Flicker. Maybe I can just like out-tempo him here though. So probably play some sort of creature this turn if he can't find his Tron lands. Or if he did find his Tron lands. Cool, so we can cycle this bad boy. Get another Delver. Cool, let's see if our Delver flips. Island. Would not like to reveal. I think we'll gush here. Got lots of land. Thought Scour. Ponder. Okay, so we hit an Angler. Awesome, awesome. So we'll be able to Thought Scour ourselves. Play Delver. Play Angler. I think we should have lethal next turn. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Miscounted. I think we will just play Delver here to maximize our options. Here comes something very sad for us. Ulamog's Crusher, eh? Should have paid. Did I put the Vapor Snag on top? Either way, we can Thought Scour. Yeah, we didn't even put the Vapor Snag on top. Okay, so let's see if we flip. We don't. That's okay. No, I don't want to reveal that card. Our opponent has probably some counter magic here, huh? Perhaps? A little Vapor Snag. Try to at least. Okay, they were looking for some answers, but they only have 1 land. Yeah, we win. Okay, whew. That was a close one, eh? So I like maybe Deep Analysis. Vapor Tank did win us the game, but I'm not sure it's the best option. Well, what's not good here? Jeez. Maybe even some, like, graveyard hate. Well, if they're going for... Pick up Rush of Vitality. If they're going to be Ulamog's Crushering, go down 1 Dispel. And maybe... It's always that last card I don't know how to shave. We'll try it like that. I don't know. Move some cards around. Let's see if we can do it again. Alright, we got a pretty quick start here, so we'll keep going on the Delver plan. Deep Analysis is a little bit expensive to cast. We start off with an Expedition map. Next turn we can Brainstorm Mental Note or Brainstorm Setup Delver, we'll see. Okay, they got a Quicksand, so we gotta watch out for that, but no Tron lands yet. Island. Womp womp. I think we'll get rid of that island. Play another island. Brainstorm to set up Delverino. We will put back Deep Analysis and Mental Note. Get in for 1. So we can flip and then Thought Scour, get the Deep Analysis into our graveyard after we flip our Delver. Okay, there's the Impulse. We're gonna grab a card. I don't think I've seen this version of Impulse. What is that? 20. Strange. Opponent's got some fancy impulses. They're very impulsive. Pyroblast. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if we happen to draw our black source, that'd be cool. Otherwise, we're fine. Okay, so we draw a Dismal Backwater, we'll set up the Delver next turn. I mean, we'll set up the Angler. Oh, keep getting those two names mixed up. We'll set up the Angler next turn, play out a Delver. Maybe next turn we can also Gush, if we're feeling spicy. No Tron, that's good. Gotta watch out for Quicksand though, that's some pretty nice anti-Delver magic. Okay, here goes. Ash Barrens, huh? Would not like to reveal that card. Definitely Anglering. We could Deep Analysis at some point. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we'll leave up a counter spell and then we can Gush on their turn or something. So if that's the case, then I might as well do this. And play our land for the turn. Okay. You can do this, Jeremy, you can do this. They're gonna play a mnemonic wall. We'll try and counter that. You're gonna dispel, huh? Opponent, you've bested me. Okay, mnemonic wall doesn't block very well against our angler. We'll just gush now. We do draw a dispel. That'll be useful in the future. Vapor Snag we will use to flip our Delver. Oh, and they also don't have the Quicksand up. Nice little bonus for us. Before we give them any info, let's swing in here for 8. Decently fast clock. We'll take it. And I think we'll delve it up with a Delver. Quicksand can only kill one of them, so it can't hurt to have a few extra friends. Let's see what they got. Mole Drifter evoked. Can't do anything about that. Trying to hit those Tron lands. They're going to use their Quicksand, play a Prophetic Prism. Okay. I like where this is going. They're still looking for stuff. We've got a nice healthy clock on them. Looking for their Urza's Mine, perhaps. Would like to find another counter spell in case I need to fend off a Ulamog's Crusher in the near future. This Delver flips, we might even have lethal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so we can just Vapor Snag. Well, let's not get too impatient here. So they might have a counterspell, but we have a dispel. Think we got it? Perhaps? 11 damage? Pyroblast? Okay. We will dispel that. Pyroblast. And if they have another counter, if they have another Pyroblast, I can just Vapor Snag it again. GG's. First time he's lost to... Yeah. It's fun. Not original. That's a lot of fun. Don't want to take credit for this deck like Kung Fu Trees. Yeah, this match has been... Okay, well. But I think he's right. My draws have been a little bit good that match, but cool. So 3-2, we broke even. I was feeling a little disheartened at the beginning of the league because I made some misplays and may or may not have cost me the game, and I ran out of time first match. It was a little awkward, but we managed to string together 3-2. We won against... I'm not even gonna try and remember. I know we lost against Stompy and can't even remember. Oh well. But yeah, if you're out there watching, thanks for tuning in. If you're out there watching live, or if you're watching this on YouTube later on, I had a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite Pauper decks. I know it's a little less common, not very well known, but it's a lot of fun if you're into a more tempo style or aggressive blue-black deck, or if you like graveyard shenanigans. Highly recommend it. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement for me. It's always tricky when you're playing with Gushes and Delvers and Brainstorms and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Hope to see you guys again for another league in the future.